Founded in 1983, the Miccosukee Indian Museum offers visitors a glimpse into the tribe's unique way of life. Among the many fascinating exhibits are rarely seen photographs of tribal members from past generations, an elaborate native attire worn by men and women, tribal artifacts, native paintings, special cooking utensils, and many.
So now we get to explore and learn a little bit about the history of the tribe. Today the tribe has a very modern government which is governed by two different councils. We have five guys or five offices that we elect every 4 years, and that's the business council. But the business council answers and reports to the general council of the whole tribe. And so this is the modern government that we set up for ourselves, which started about 50 years ago in 1962. But before that, our form of government was a traditional government which was based up of a council of elders or representatives from the different clans. So there's different times of the year that they meet and talk and to discuss about matters. Using that model, we kind of came up with this modern government today to kind of represent everybody, all the different clans in our tribe. So we're going to come inside and see some of the pictures of the officers of the tribe. We're going to see some pictures of some of the artifacts that we use at our traditional ceremonies and things like that. So come on in. In this room, on the walls here, you're going to see some of these long poles with nets in the middle. These are the stickball sticks that we use for our sports, like lacrosse. It's similar to lacrosse, but we play ours a little differently. In our version, we have the men against the women, and then the way that it's played is we have this big field, right? We put a large tree trunk in the middle, like a pole, and that's the pole that you have to hit with the ball to make points. We usually play it like 4 points, and it takes maybe like an hour or two to get to 4 points. And so the men get to use the sticks to throw the ball, and the women use their hands. And it's almost like a full contact sport, so it's a lot of fun. And we play this game usually when the whole tribe gets together in the summer. You can play it any time of the year, but that's when it's a lot of fun. Every summer we get together to celebrate our harvest and to celebrate our new year at the Green Corn Dance. So our New Year's festival is in the summertime. When we get together at our Green Corn Dance, we have about 4 or 5 days that we do different activities. In the daytime, there's the sports, there's different ceremonies. At night, there's dancing. It's a lot of fun. It's really a festival. You can get to see your old friends or make new friends. At night, the men get to lead the dances, and the women participate in the dances by tying these rattles to their legs. So it makes a rattling noise when they stomp their feet in our stomp dances. So some of the more popular dances, like for the youngsters, they really like the dance which is the star dance. Other people like to do the chicken dance, because the chicken dance is one of the dances where you get to hold hands with, like the boys and girls get to hold hands and during that dance. So it's a real popular dance for courting the young people. So the Miccosukee people really wanted to keep to themselves for many, many years. And that's because we had a very difficult experience hundreds of years ago when we were at war with the different governments, different powers, including the American powers. What you're looking at here is just a glimpse at the Miccosukee way of life in the 30s and 40s. This is a way of life that is difficult to maintain now because of changes in the environment, changes in politics, but we're still trying to hold on to these things, but in a modern setting. And at the heart of all of our villages is the grandmother, because the village belongs to the woman. So earlier we was talking about marriage. When people get married in our society, the men get to move in with the wives and go to live with her family. So usually the sisters are together, and that's why you have grandma in the middle. But there's a lot of different reasons why the Miccosukees hold the women in such high regard. We consider them to be very special and sacred. So we honor the women with these portraits here and show you just some of the examples of what we consider Miccosukee beauty. Here you have 3 young women with all these strands of beads around their neck, their jewelry, and their hair done up in these fashions from the 1940s. So the way that they achieved that was by wrapping their hair around, whether it's a rolled up piece of fabric or a board. We rely on this connection with our elders, our grandparents, because all of our teachings, all of our stories, all of our lessons are passed down through the stories. So we honor our elders with this collage. In the Miccosukee world, we don't have a word for goodbye. Instead, when we're parting company, we say, Tihichulaga. Try it out. Tihichulaga. Tihichulaga. And that means we shall meet again. So, Shunabisha, Tihichulaga. Tihichulaga.